Good evening, everybody. A match of Dota 2 for 4PL Cup number 10. We have got shout out to all the Spanish viewers. And we have a match between Monkeybusiness and Maphack Slayers. We saw Maphack Slayers earlier as well, where there were actually 3 stand-ins. I think that is still the same thing, 3 stand-ins from Maphack Slayers. And Monkeybusiness, I should recognize I recognize the monkey, like Rise is there. I think the top one should be Link, but I'm not 100% sure. I will find out who that is actually right now for you. Link, see, Link, it is Link. There we go. And it's Link, Rise, and the rest of the team. With some stand-ins as well. Anyway, a match for round number 4, if I'm correct, for the 4PL Cup. I linked the brackets earlier. If you didn't catch them, ask someone in the chat. I'm sure they will be able to find you or point you out to the wrong direction. And we are going to focus on the game right now. Or, well, after I tell you that you want to support 4PL, go like them on Facebook on 4pl.dota2 or facebook.com/4pl.dota2. So go like them there, because we want to see more of these cups, and we want to just continue, have them continue all the time. And it's just a small thing to do, and you help them out, so go do that for sure. We have the bans going on in the meantime. We've got a Naga Siren, a Lone Druid, a Rubik, and a Broodmother ban out. Normally we don't see Broodmothers ban out, which will mean that we'll see, for example, a Darkseer in the pool as well as a Morphling. While they really don't waste any time about picking these heroes up, or banning these heroes out, I should say. Nature's Prophet was the last ban out for the Dire team. Dire team, which is actually, I'm already gonna fill that in. Dire team is Maphack Slayers. Maphack Slayers. So that you can see them as soon as we're into the game. And the Radiant team is Monkeybusiness. Double S. There we go. And we have a Darkseer as well as an Invoker. So Darkseer, I mean, it was a logical pickup, right? They do not go for the Enigma just yet. I do think that maybe Maphack Slayers wants to go for Enigma purely because they don't want to give that one to the Radiant team in combination with that Darkseer. Even though we have seen Darkseer today, we've seen Darkseer lose today. So, you know, might not work out as intended for Monkeybusiness, but we'll see though. Morphling is going to be there. We've seen Morphling lose today as well, and with today I actually mean early today, because not in the 4PL Cup we have not seen him lose just yet today, but we have seen him lose in the World Cyber Games Asian Championship that was casted by me this morning, early morning, even 5 AM. Anyway, let's see what they want to pick up. They're taking their time. We still have all the jungle heroes in. I mean, not just Enigma, but also the Enchantress and the Chen, of course, as well. So they could just want to pick up that. We see Tidehunter being picked up fairly early for a long time as well as well, not just the Tidehunter, but also just in combination with Morphling, then a hero that has some level 6 ability, or level 6 to 8, so Chaos Knight, Queen of Pain, those kind of heroes. Just to have that the distraction so Morphling can farm. But we'll see. We'll see if they indeed gonna pick up one of those heroes. They're really taking their time. There is the Enigma, not wanting to give that one away to Monkeybusiness. I don't blame them, because you don't want to get caught by the vacuum black hole, to be fair. So they have secured a jungle hero with that, making it possible for Monkeybusiness to still pick up the Chen or the Enchantress if they want to. And kinda have to probably, if they don't want to have them banned out, because there would be some good banned out heroes if they indeed go for the. Oh wow, they go for the Anti-Mage instead though, having the counter carry for the Morphling. Anti-Mage is gonna be the choice there, and it's a Venomaster support being picked up by Maphack Slayers. But I do like the Anti-Mage pickup, and it's gonna be your typical Anti-Mage versus Morphling game. And I have to say, we have seen that matchup quite a few times with different results. So normally if you have a Morphling and there's a different kind of carry on the opposite side, which is not an Anti-Mage, it's usually the Morphling that gets the better of that, even though, like I said, we have seen him lose today. But the Anti-Mage there will make sure that it gets balanced out slightly more, and I'm quite curious to see how this is going to work out for both teams, as the Shadow Demon gets banned out here by the Dire team. Quite surprising. as I'm not sure if the Shadow Demon would have been the right choice to go for. Maybe they just don't want to have that Soul Catcher there. It will be the Templar Assassin that gets banned out here. Would be also one of those heroes that I called out earlier. I mean, I said the Chaos Knight, I said the Queen of Pain, but the Templar Assassin fits in that line as well. Last ban out coming from the Dire team first, so let's see what they want to ban out here. As I just have to point out, the first pick is going towards the Dire team, which is not very usual, but is being set to random because it's only one game that these teams are playing, and I believe that the first team that is complete gets to choose the side that they're going to be on. So, and then the random is going to be, first pick is going to be random. But we'll see. We'll see what they want to ban out. Let's see. Actually, they might ban out another support, maybe Crystal Maiden, something with an something to go with an anti-mage support. There's still a lot of options, and there's still not a very support being picked up here by the Radiant team. I mean, they haven't. Well, there goes the Chen. Still Enchantress in the pool though. No, there goes Enchantress. Never mind. Enchantress getting banned out. Even though I don't think that the Dire team would have picked that one up, but they just don't wanna risk having to deal with that. Enigma could of course solo lane as well. We're probably going to see a Venomancer and Morphling dual lane with Enigma in the jungle, and 2 solo lanes still being picked up by this Dire team so far. Which could still be Queen of Pain, could still be Windrunner. There's so many options still there. And of course the solo hard lane still having to be picked up, which might be, well, might also be Bounty Hunter mid lane and a solo side lane. That is the ones that they are waiting for. That is the one that they probably want, unless they want to have Morphling mid, but we'll see about that. At least solo lanes. They still have 21 seconds into their bonus time, not that much, but there's still so many options that they just have to pick which and not which are still in the pool, which could be working out best. I mean, they're really just wanting to have the best one there. For solo lanes, I don't think that the Dire team really that the Radiant team wants any one of those, because they already have the Darkseer. For solo hard lane, they already have the Invoker, which can be solo lane, and it will be a Sand King picked up by the Dire team. And that might mean that I was definitely wrong with their lanes, but we'll find out shortly as they pick up their last pick. It's the Disruptor support being picked up here by the Radiant team. We've seen Disruptor quite a few times, and he is quite fun to watch. He can make for some good team fights. I mean, imagine also a Vacuum, and then a Kinetic Field and a Static Storm on top of that. That is going to be very painful to deal with for the Dire team, especially if you're going to have a Meteor falling from the sky, definitely Blast there as well, and there's nothing that the Dire team can do to stop that, unless they of course can throw down a Black Hole Epicenter, which is a good one to go, and they're going to go for a Brewmaster here. I do think that maybe we'll see Enigma played as a solo side lane, or a Morphling solo lane. Possibilities are there though. They have got a lot of flexibility in that. Last pickup coming up for Monkeybusiness, as well, we're probably going to see Disruptor together with the Anti-Mage, maybe with a Trail Lane, so maybe we're still going to see something like an Earthshake or Tidehunter, which is still on the pool as well. But at least the options are there, even though there's already 2 melee heroes, so maybe they just want to go for a ranged. I wouldn't blame them for that, but you know, there's plenty of options, and they still have all their bonus time. I mean, really, if you look at the bonus time for the Dire team, they used up everything. They only have 4 seconds left. But right now, I mean, there's just like 1.5 minute free time for the for the Radiant team. I'm just gonna drink something. If they're gonna use up all their time, then at least I will get some chance to drink something, which will be nice.
I am Shadow Shaman.
Shadow Shaman. I'm not sure if we're gonna see support Shadow Shaman, or if the Shadow Shaman is gonna be solo laning. We'll find out though. I do think maybe support Shadow Shaman. Could be the case. Okay, there's a pause, but the pause will give us some time to go over who is playing what. We have seen Maphack Slayers earlier today as well, as I have put up the team names at the right places. Yes, I did. Yoo-hoo. We see Failed once again on his Morphling. We saw him owning with his Morphling a couple of games before this, so we'll see if he can do that again. We see Heisu on the Sand King, Neri is going to be playing the Enigma, Sava Doom on the Venomancer, and this is actually a new one, or at least one that wasn't in the game that we saw earlier. It is Joya die Curve, which is a German game, I believe. We're going to see... how can he shout out to his own channel? That's not fun. Or that's not... You're not supposed to shout out to yourself. But yeah, this is Invoker being played by Link, which you already know, of course, or at least you know the name. We're gonna see Riot playing the Shadow Shaman. We're gonna see HVI Dillis. I really don't know how to pronounce that. It's going to be playing the Anti-Mage. We're going to see Gamers University Crit playing the Disruptor. He's a stand-in for the team. And last but not least is Gandalf style on the Darkseer. And everybody moving towards the bottom lane. As there's a shout out to Eclipsia because that's fun, I guess. Well, we all know the story. We all know the story. Or at least you should, and otherwise I'm not going to tell you because it's just too much drama involved. They're going to place a ward. They're not going to find anybody in the jungle here though, because you know, you see it on the minimap, nobody is actually there. Sorry, slightly distracted, same on me. So we can actually see which kind of lanes they're going to go for. And it looks like Enigma is indeed going to be having a solo lane here on the bottom lane. He is going to be able to keep the lane in his court with the demonic conversion, keeping the creeps denied. And of course, one main thing of interest that he has to watch out for is not feeding his Eidolons to his opponent, because that will give actually more money and experience than the creeps would have if the opponent got the creeps. We're going to see the Morphling in the mid lane. Looks like he is going to be solo. Maybe he's going to be helped out by the Sand King, who is just warding right now and might just move back to the top lane. Looks like he is indeed going to be having a tri lane with the Sand King, Venomancer, as well as the Brewmaster. Brewmaster, in that case, able to freely farm, or should be able to freely farm, because the Darkseer won't be able to do that much. Even though his Iron Shell will still be very annoying, it is a tanky hero, the Brewmaster, that is. And he should be fine, I think, in theory. Darkseer might not be so lucky versus the tri lane, but he'll find out soon enough. There will be a Burst Strike, there will be a slow, and I don't think his Surge is going to be long enough. Blink is going to be there. He does pick up his Iron Shell first, so he doesn't have a Surge just yet, and there goes the Gale, there goes the Burst Strike as well, giving Brewmaster some time to throw in a clap, and this will be the first blood going towards Maphack Slayers, the Brewmaster picking up the last hit. And that is what you get if you don't pick up the Surge as your first. And the Iron Shell not doing enough, and there's this Darkseer already back again, but he has to really watch out for this. I mean, if he gets another Gale, he's dead again, and he knows that too. I'm not sure what he's trying to do right here. Definitely not sure. Another Gale, another Burst Strike. What are you doing? Brewmaster is going to be a bit slower to get in there this time, but he is still slowed by so much as he being blocked as well. There's the clap, and I do think that this is going to be another kill, and there's Brewmaster once again, 2 for 0 on this top lane. Darkseer, I am not sure what he wants to do. It is the Shadow Shaman illusion that is helping out here with pulling the lane somehow. But yeah, I really don't know what Darkseer was thinking, and he doesn't know what he was thinking either. He's gonna just get some levels in the jungle with his Iron Shell, as he probably should, to get just until at least he gets a Surge. In the meantime, bottom lane, I'm gonna set up this last hit so we can keep a track on that. It's gonna be Anti-Mage versus Morphling later on, even though in theory Anti-Mage will be able to farm faster late game, especially if he gets a Battle Fury. Morphling will be able to farm faster. He'll be able to farm more constant and get more last hits early game, especially with that range advantage that he has over the Anti-Mage. So that is something that we have to keep in mind, as we do see Morphling spiking up on those last hits, being 12 for 4 right now versus the Invoker, who has gone for Quas, probably Wax build, but so far just Quas. And yeah, he is doing fine with those last hits, and he's gonna get a rune as well, double damage rune, more last hits for him. He has a bowler already, so we'll be able to keep it until he really thinks it needed, until he might be able to get a kill with it, maybe. Anti-Mage, who is 8 for 4, is having some last hits here with the Enigma just denying. I mean, that's the small advantage that the Morphling has, that Anti-Mage is not going to get every last hit on the lane, even if he does get every last hit on the lane, purely because those demonic conversions are there to deny him some creeps. Morphling level 4 versus level 4 Invoker. Well, I mean, in theory, none of these two should die. Well, someone who's probably going to die again is the Darkseer, who's going to get a gank from behind. He does have a Surge this time, but there will be a clap, there will be a Gale Surge up. He goes the right way, knowing that he wouldn't be able to go anywhere there, but he is still getting slowed. He's still trying to get a kill on the Brewmaster. Brewmaster, who probably has to back off here. Is there going to be a Burst, like only level 1, not that much range, and the slow is still there. Gale is going to be enough. There's another Surge, but it is too late. Sand King picking up the kill, South being used by the Brewmaster. And that is 3 for 0 in favor of Maphack Slayers, as the 3 for 0 is all on this top lane, all on the Darkseer. As it is good that I know that Monkeybusiness is good friends of each other, so they're normally not flaming. But otherwise, if this was a pub game, that Darkseer would not have a fun time. stop feeding. He now is level 3, so he gets some levels here. And another Gale will probably end his life. Maybe again, even though he has a surge ready, so maybe not. Being careful, he did pick up a ward here, and trees are eaten here, so he does have some vision going up until this side. Feeling a bit more secure now with that. And continuously putting up his Iron Shell, hoping that he gets some last hits with that. In the meantime, I'm not sure where Enigma did go. Oh, Enigma has said, you know what, I'm not going to be able to farm anything on this bottom lane, I'm just going to go inside the jungle. That is what I'm good at, and that's what I'm going to do. Leaving the Anti-Mage to farm together with his trail lane for free. I'm not sure if that is the right call. I mean, free farming Anti-Mage is pretty scary. And you see Anti-Mage already picking up on the farm that the Morphling has. Morphling, who has picked up a haste rune, activated his haste rune. But the Radiant side knew that. I mean, they have a ward there. They saw him coming, so he backs out from behind his tower to behind his tower. And he will be fine for now, as the tower is getting pressured on this bottom lane. I mean, they can do that. They just don't have anything coming up against them. There's no Enigma who is actually moving back right now, so that is something. But still, this tower, free damage. Shadow Shaman level 3. Normally you see him only pushing when he has his serpent wards, but you know, you can just push if you don't have. Oh, what a deny! Enigma gets his limbs back, but that deny would have been worth it. Enigma will probably drop here as the Easy Stroke finishes him off, and the Sand King moves in slightly too late to help his teammate. But the deny, oh my God, worth it. That's what he says, and that's probably true as well. Coming in there, one right click, perfectly timed, getting the deny in when the rest of the team of the Monkeybusiness did not have any idea that that was going on. Morphling level 6 right now, 32 for 8. Face boots up on the Invoker, normal build. And Anti-Mage, yeah, he's gonna go for a Vanguard pair, maybe. Picked up a Ring of Health, Stout Shield. I mean, normally we don't see an Anti-Mage going for a Vanguard that often anymore. Normally he's gonna go like, well, he could still go for a Battle Fury, of course. If he does go for a Vanguard, though, probably the reason is that he wants to be able to participate in the fights earlier than he normally is. I mean, Battle Fury is just one of those items saying, you know what, I think this game is gonna last very long,
Invisibility.
and I want to be able to get most of my farm, so I'm gonna pick up a Battle Fury. But if you think like, okay, this Morphling is gonna be in fights earlier than I am, oh, Shadow Shaman being close here. Some harassment from the Morphling, though he can't go in just yet. Still sticking around. But yeah, Battle Fury, sorry, Vanguard would have been one of those items saying, you know what, I know that this game is going to be active, or this Morphling is going to be active a lot earlier than I am, and I want to be able to participate in the fights that he is in too, so I pick up a Vanguard instead. But it could still turn out into Battle Fury, and it is actually Battle Fury, because he picked up a Perseverance. We farmed through. Shadow Shaman is still waiting in the wings to see when he's going to go in, but fails, just having so much experience, having his bottle charge as well. Now he's out of bottle charges, picks up places of ward, Shadow Shaman out of his invisibility, English and stuff, and sees the Shadow Shaman there. Shadow Shaman is only level 3 though. The ward got seen to be placed, so the Sentry Ward is there to counter that, as we see Venomancer just passing through on his way to the bottom lane. Darkseer has not been caught out again after those 3 kills that have been done so far. Brewmaster though, level 7. He's doing quite good for himself. We have Morphling and Brewmaster both from the Dire side farming very hard, so they're winning on 2 lanes, winning on the top lane, winning on the middle lane. It's just the bottom lane that they're basically giving away to the Anti-Mage. I don't know how smart that is, but if you compare the 2 lineups, there is the semi-carry Brewmaster that has no equivalent on the Radiant side. I mean, semi-carry, you could go Invoker semi-carry, but he doesn't fulfill the same role as a Brewmaster can. Not the same way of team fights. And Darkseer is only going to be that semi-carry if he gets an awesome start, which obviously he didn't. Disruptor. Gonna get Gale, maybe. We're gonna get Burrow Strike, maybe. Kinetic Field. Helps out. Thunder Strike as well. Worth it for the knife for Shadow Shaman on the bottom lane. And it's gonna be Sand King that's gonna be in a lot of trouble here. Cold Snap as well. And Mana Void doesn't get him, but Tornado will get him. Glimpse back from the Venomancer, who's gonna be in some trouble. Gets locked inside the Kinetic Field. Will be able to get away. I don't think. Oh, he gets away. Wow. Venomancer staying alive. Sorry, hiccups. It was bad. And there is a pause. And yeah, the worth it was called from Rise, who managed to get a deny on the tier 1 tower that dropped. Second tier 1 tower that dropped in the game. And both so far got a deny from both teams. So far that is even. Let's take a look at the gold graph while we have this pause going on. It is in favor of the Dire team. No surprise there, as they, like I said, they have the 2 most farming heroes on the map. And they get 1 kill advantage for them as well. Experience graph, because of that kill, also a bit higher. As, well, that is just the case. They got the last couple of kills. Morphling into strength, not really needed though. He realizes that. Picks up a double damage. We're gonna get a cold snap, and now he's morphing more into strength. And he's just gonna turn to right click. He is not scared by that combination. He still has all his bottle charges, and is just farming quite happily, even knowing that he is being watched by the Invoker as well as the Shadow Shaman. I don't think he knows that the Disruptor is there though. So that will be something that he's going to be surprised by. Antimage in the meantime, level 7, is being left alone by his supports, thinking, you know what, I can farm by myself, I have a blink, I can get away. He might get away, but he will still get a Gale and a Burst Strike if he's not careful. But level 4 and level 3, there's the Gale. I was going to say he blinks away. Just harassment so far though, giving some extra farm until this Vetermancer and the Brewmaster rotated. It's going to be the Enigma that's on the top lane now versus the Darkseer. Darkseer, who level 6, managed to shape up, 26 last hit for him. And the Brewmaster continues to fight here, making sure that Anti-Mages get put in a tough position. Anti-Mage will probably rotate as well. I do think he might be switching with the Darkseer, just because he wants to have some place to more freely farm than he is now. A reconnect by an admin, but that is fine. There's nothing to do with the game. Let's see though if this is gonna turn into a fight, because we have more troops gathering. We have a Shadow Shaman level 5, still no level 6. We have a Disruptor level 5, still no Static Storm. And we do have a Brewmaster ultimate, so if this does turn into a fight, it's gonna be going towards the Dire side, I would imagine. And Anti-Mage will he will be able to blink away, but he won't be able to do that much versus the combinations that can come out of this Dire lineup. And he probably knows that. But at least the Glimp will be there if they want to go for that. Ooh, threatening to throw down a Stomp, but didn't do it. There will be a Burst Strike, Gale, stuns. There's a clap. Did they want to go for this? Gale hits on the Anti-Mage, just harassment though. Looks like they're very anxious to get this tower down. Just keeping the pressure on. Making sure the creeps are being pushed back the entire time. Making sure that their own creeps are below the tower, which makes last hitting for Anti-Mage a bit more difficult. A ward there for the Radiant team. Just in case someone else is coming, they would know it. Meantime, Enigma, who's level 7 right now, still up versus the Darkseer, getting some last hit. 37 for the Darkseer with Enigma of 46. Of course, some of those are last hits on the jungle creeps as well, which give a bit less gold. So, slightly altered view there. Blink Dagger up on the Brewmaster, I do like that. I do like that. It means that he is going to be a lot more aggressive than he was before. It means that probably when the creep wave is pushing in again, if the tower is being tanked up by the creeps, he is maybe going to blink in. The only thing he has to worry about is not throwing his clap too freely, because he doesn't have that much mana to blink and Primal Split, even though he does have mana boots, so that does help. Morphling standing in the wings, waiting for the initiation. Where is the blink gonna be? Where is the blink? There's Morphling. There's the blink in. There's the clap. And it's gonna be the Disruptor. That's gonna be the target. And there goes the stun Disruptor. Weave for Morphling picking up the kill. Still getting silenced by the Static Storm. Very low on HP. Morphling into strength. Anti-Mage on the way out will be enough. He will be able to blink again in 3 seconds. There's the stun though. And that is gonna be a kill. Brewmaster picking it up. And the rest is backing out. Darkseer and Invoker not able to do anything, and something falls, and I hope that this doesn't disconnect anything on my computer. If something fell from my desk, but looks like it's okay.
To my ancestors.
Shadow Shaman going down, Morphling picking up another kill. That's 2. Darkseer, what are you doing there? One more right click needed, but his surge is so fast, we'll be able to get away. He's gonna try. He is gonna try. His weave from through, failed. Is he gonna get another kill? Yes! Triple kill for him in total, even though the computer says double kill. In the meantime, Sand King getting picked up here by the Disruptor. Blinko in from the Anti-Mage. Mana Void there. Morphling on the way out. Will not be able to weave form out just yet. 6 seconds until his Magic Stick will be able to give him enough money to do so, mana to do so, but it doesn't look like it's needed. Anti-Mage backs off. At least they were able to kill off one in that. But Anti-Mage going down is a big, big blow on the side of Monkeybusiness. It's gonna be Enigma that didn't even use his black hole there. Was he even on the bottom lane? I think he was.
Regeneration.
Regeneration on the Brewmaster. He put his Blink Dagger instantly to good use, and as soon as that cooldown is over, as in of his ultimate, 90 seconds, we're probably gonna see him doing it again. Oh. He's gonna turn himself into a Piglet, will be enough. He can't stop the TP from happening, and no lucky crits happen for the Brewmaster, so no kill there. He might try to push down to tier 2 slightly, but there is a lot of defense coming on from the Radiant team here. As we see someone going down. It is the Anti-Mage once again. Not able to blink away, blink on cooldown, but there was a kill, there was a burst strike, there was a reform, and that is just a kill. Fast kill at that. In the meantime, someone being turned into a Piglet. It is a Brewmaster that had no clue that so much support came in to defend their tier 2 tower. And he went down. So 1-for-1 Brewmaster for the Anti-Mage. Tier 1 tower still standing on this bottom lane. Quite surprising. Last tier 1 tower still standing on the side of the Radiant. It's Fail's Morphling. He picked up a Ghost Scepter, so giving away what he wants to go for. Giving away that he wants to go for an Ethereal Blade. You can argue that that's not the right thing to do, as in showing what he's going to go for, but then again, it might, he might just be able to use it against the Anti-Mage with just the Ghost Scepter, just to get away. And the reason why you would consider it not smart to show, because you give your opponents time to buy up cloaks to just withstand that initial blow from the Ethereal Blade. Shadow Shaman wards being placed, giving some free farm here to the Enigma, as the Iron Mons will take care of the aggro. No microing here of these wards here. They could have been set on the Enigma, but this is just free gold going towards the dire side. So we see the gold graph dropping towards their favor. 5k in favor right now, 3k in favor of the experience graph, as they have taken the last couple of kills. And the fight on the bottom lane definitely helped out. Invisibility rune on the Disruptor. Vacuum in, Kinetic Field burst like out of there though, and he will still drop to the Darkseer. Black Hole catches one on the edge, but gets interrupted by the Static Storm. Brewmaster ultimate being cast. Disruptor might drop here, as he is being harassed a hell of a lot with the Invoker up in the air. He is gonna try to get away, but will be able to do so. I am not sure. Force Staff though will help himself out. Fire. So Parana is on his way. Invisibility will be there, and there's the normal Brew again, and they don't have anything to deal with his invisibility. Club will be used, but there's no dust, there's no wards, and he will be fine. In the meantime, Morphling is getting turned into a Piglet, so he can't turn on the Darkseer. Darkseer backs off. Morphling turns his eyes against the Shadow Shaman. Might be wanting to go for it. Level 11 versus level 6. Reform misses though, and he morphs into his replicate. Knowing that he would not be able to do anything anymore there. Invoker, meantime, pushing back the lane in his middle lane. Top lane is going to get pressured by the Dire team. They've got Iolons. They don't have an ultimate again from the Brewmaster, so they will have to deal without that, but they do have the Shadow Shaman ward, the Venomancer wards as well. And there goes the TP in from the Shadow Shaman. Speak of the devil, Kinetic Field locks Enigma in place. There's a Hex on the Venomancer, Vacuum there as well. Will there be a Shackle? Yes, Enigma taking a lot of damage here. Might drop. He doesn't have a Black Hole anymore either. Mechanism being used might help him stay alive. But there comes the Thunderstrike. There comes the Darkseer picking up the kill. In the meantime, Morphling picking up the kill on the Shadow Shaman. And a pause. And a pause because Invoker disconnected. And Invoker was actually quite an important factor in that fight. We do have the Darkseer in a bit of trouble here, as he is surrounded by 3 heroes, soon to be 4, because Sand King with the Burst Strike and Epicenter still available on his way there. Darkseer will be able to maybe clear out some trees with the Vacuum. That's almost there again. And yeah, I do think he'll die though. Yeah, it's got a Surge already on cooldown, and this pause will give me some chance to drink again. We'll be fine. It is non-alcoholic, by the way, just saying. And we're gonna watch and wait until Darkseer is gonna meet his fate. Will he live or will he die? It's gonna be the case. It's gonna be the question. Why aren't I that anymore? Apparently, I'm not linked on Team Liquid anymore, but I have to just make sure that I am. So I'm just gonna click that I am. That is weird. No event. Why does it say no event? Update. Save changes. Fixed. Typed. Fixed. And I will check that to be sure. I will enter that again. I don't know why I wouldn't be linked there anymore. It's weird. It's weird. That pause is still on, by the way. We're still waiting for Invoker to get back there. Link rage quit. I don't think Link rage quit. Link is not one to rage quit, to be fair. It's not his style. Definitely not his style. We can take a look at some of the statistics in the meantime. We see the gold graph. I mean, we already kind of know the graphs, don't we? They're being kept even slightly, so that is good for the Radiant team. At least that much they get. And the Anti-Mage is still farming. Almost got his Battle Fury. And when he gets his Battle Fury, he'll farm faster than the Morphling is. Talking about farming, I want to put up this one. Gold per minute. Anti-Mage is not that high yet, but I want you to look at Anti-Mage farm 272, and then as soon as his Battle Fury is up, I will keep a track on him. And we'll be able to see how fast that goes up. And we're still waiting to see if Darkseer is gonna get saved by a miracle. I don't think so, though. But then again, it's a Darkseer, right? Darkseer is known for big plays. Known as an enabler. Could be. Could be working out properly. For him. As in properly, as in staying alive. I mean, he has got all his HP, but then again, Morphling. Brewmaster, he doesn't have any mana though, no clap. There won't be a gale for another 10 seconds. It's gonna be a Sandkin Burst Strike though, he's quite fast to get there. He'll be able to get it, unless he makes a mistake, of course. And Invoker won't be able to help out because he's not gonna be fast enough if he gets back. Maybe throw down a Sunstrike, but it's only level 1, so that's not gonna help. I'm still drinking, by the way. I find this a calming pause. Like in the midst of all the action, 16 minutes in the game. Anti-Mage is about to the point where we can turn around. Where he can turn around the game. But then again, I mean, he's versus a Morphling. Morphling who's doing good, 5 for 0. I'm not sure if he... I mean, he is the Anti-Mage, he is known for these turnarounds. But turning around for a Morphling is not an easy thing to do. That is quite hard to do, might I add. Still we wait. He is well, you saw the chat, he is on Skype once again, so I do expect him to be in game again soon. In the meantime, I can tell you that you should support 4PL on Facebook, facebook.com/4pl.dota2, and you can support me on YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. There you have it. Go do that, go follow and like that, and we're actually ready, so go do that in the next pause or something like that. Let's see. Darkseer. Vacuum? Surge? No. There was hope! For a very short period of time there was hope, but then there wasn't. Sanity wasn't even needed in that. And Anti-Mage is just happily farming. Like, there's nothing going on. We might see a tier 2 tower dropping because of this, even though the Shadow Shaman wards do push the lane back, but this could mean free gold for the Dire team. They don't want to go for that though. Never mind. Morphling already back to farming. His Ethereal Blade is complete by that kill that he just got. 6 for 0. Like it's nothing. EMP, Cold Snap, Savage Doom on the way out. There will be a Sand King though, and they know it. They don't want to do that. Force Staff is on cooldown. He still has a Gale. But look at him moving. I mean, he has a Gale on him. But he still moves so fast because he has that Wax on. It's just overpowered. And in the meantime, hello Morphling. Ethereal Blade being presented to you! That is just showing off. Look what I got! Flame is back. They want to go for this. Kinetic Field is there as well. He is stuck in there. Being locked inside the Static Field. Vacuum back in. And this might be a kill. And this is a kill. Darkseer picking up the kill there. Nice use of everything from the Disruptor. That is just good revenge. Good revenge indeed as Morphling goes down. That was the first time he goes down. And it looks so easy. And they can do this more often. They have the lineup to do that. Battle Fury. So we look at the Anti-Mage. 288. Keep track of that. Even though I have to say he doesn't have boots, he doesn't really have the attack speed just yet, so it might just take a while. Normally you don't see a Battle Fury until there's just threads on there just to get that extra attack speed going, because otherwise it's not really worth it. But he just ran straight Battle Fury, just boots afterwards. But we'll still keep track on it. Invisible Brewmaster in the meantime gonna find the Invoker on his middle lane. He now finds more as well, even though he doesn't know that there's more there just yet. They're just standing there waiting. Oh, there he goes. There, now he sees them, and now he's backing off again, thinking, you know what, it's too much to deal with. Pause. As Venomancer pauses. So now you can go to YouTube and Facebook, go do that. Overload on his stream. Well then stop streaming. It's very simple. Very simple. There we go. Shout out to 6 viewers. Shout out to viewers regardless. Enigma mechanism complete. We saw that before already. Ethereal Blade already 300 gold up again. Not that much though, he died, so I forgive him. Just wait for it. Morphling continuing the game. We're gonna see. Is Antimate gonna be given enough time to get his farm up to speed? That's gonna be the question here. Even though I still have to say Morphling and Brewmaster being the carries on the Dire side, with only the Antimate so far doing the job on the Radiant side. Even though of course Invoker got 3 kills so far, but Darkseer is not gonna fill that job. But it's still, it's a Darkseer. He is good for his spells mostly, not just for his well, farming potential, I should say. He'll always be useful with the vacuum there. Always be useful. And even more useful with the Darkseer wall. I mean, with the replica wall, if you get a replica of the Morphling, if you get a replica of the Brewmaster, it's gonna be a lot of damage. And that could really hurt the Dire team if they let themselves get caught out in a team fight like that. Smoke up instantly after picking up Roshan. Aegis on the floor. I don't think... Can Morphling not reach it with all the wards being there? Now he can. There we go.
Is under attack.
And they smoke up and they go for the bottom lane. Trying to find someone. Won't find anybody there though. Antimate is determined to... decided to farm the Ancients instead. Taking a lot of damage, picked up his boots now, so might have enough speed to get his Battle Fury up quite soon. Tier 2 tower, gonna get pressured. Basically saying either you team fight us or you lose a Tier 2 tower. I think it's gonna be the latter choice for the Radiant team. It's only the Invoker defending this. And yeah, the Tier 2 tower will drop indeed. Morphling picking up the last hit because he didn't have enough farm yet, I guess.
Dire's top tower is under
And
attack.
it looks like the push is gonna continue, no? Nah. Morphling is maybe gonna try his Ethereal Blade and then morph to his replica. That is probably his goal. If he can catch someone, he sees the Invoker, knows that he's there, waiting for the right opportunity. Doesn't want to get hit by the tower though. And it's gonna be, we're gonna drop ourselves to, well, no, we're gonna see if the Ethereal Blade goes off. In the meantime, nobody is dying just yet. Well, he gives up. Okay. He gives up. Vacuum, Sand King getting glimpsed back, not inside the kinetic field though, and actually puts himself in safety with the glimpse. That was a bit of a helpful glimpse for the Sand King. Not really what the Disruptor had in mind, I would guess. Not really what he had in mind at all. Early glimpse. Early glimpse indeed. BKB is gonna get built by the Enigma. He wants to just stand there casting black holes without getting interrupted. I don't blame him. Search for the Darkseer because he's building for pipe. Basically one of those heroes that just, I mean, he actually has the pipe, and they need the pipe also to just withstand the damage coming off the Venomancer ulti from the epicenter, from the Wii forms, and it will make Darkseer stay alive against Ethereal Blade if Morphling uses it on him. Morphling who picked up a Minthor Hammer and might be in some trouble here. Because everybody of, well, actually Antimate's here as well. There's, oh wow, that is already a kill on the Disruptor. There is a shackle up on the Morphling though. Morphling getting killed off, and he had the Aegis. There goes the Venomancer, and he drops Tornado up on the Sand King, gets forced back because of it. Reform over the top of Invoker, who goes down to the Morphling. As Darcy is going to be going back out with Shadow Shaman just dropping. Still managed to place his worst though. Triple kill for the Morphling. Black hole being cast. There goes the Darkseer. This is going to turn into a team wipe unless Antimates can blink away in time, which it looks like he can. Blink and collapse on the wrong place for the Brewmaster, and it's Antimates the only one that stayed alive on the Radiant team. And they started out so well with picking up the Aegis, picking up the Venomancer, but it's just not enough. Tier 2 tower will drop. This is the last Tier 2 tower standing in the game for the Radiant team. As their anti-mage does have the power threat, so has got the speed to farm up faster, but still, even though he's picking up speed on the gold per minute. I mean, a moment ago he was 288, now he's 328. It still isn't going to be enough. Look at the gold per minute from the Morphling, 548. And yes, okay, the courier died, and Morphling picking up a BKB by the way, but the courier died for the Dire team, which is bad and is not fun, and is extra gold for the Radiant team, and giving them some extra gold per minute, but still, this Morphling is just farming so fast. It's just farming too fast, probably, for the Antimates to keep up, but we'll see. We'll see how he's going to go, because with his Battle Fury, he might be able to get back at it. I mean, it will... Oh, wow, I thought I saw a blink, but it was just a weak form. It will depend on how fast the Dire will look to push into the tier 3s. As we have smoke up for the Radiant team, they're going to use the Antimates as a bait and going to hang around him, hoping that someone will go up and oh, blink in the face of the Brewmaster. Brewmaster who's using a collapse. It's gonna get shackled, gonna get EMP'd, gonna get shackled again, or sorry, hexed I should say earlier, and there goes Antimates picking up a double kill with that. There goes the Morphling as well as the Brewmaster. I can't believe Morphling died there. With the illusion of the Morphling and the Brewmaster. Those were the two carries from the Dire team. Picked up like it's nothing. Brewmaster buys back. They don't want to lose their tier 2 tower, but it looks like they might.
Dire's top tower.
Can't believe they picked that up so fast, and it's Antimates that picked up both of those kills. Very important. Blink, Epicenter being used. Nobody dies just yet, but everybody's so low. Darkseer, first one to die to the Brewmaster, who wants to go for more. Shadow Shaman is gonna stay alive for now, as the Glimpse and the Deafening Blast will make sure that everybody up the Dire stays back. TPs out are everywhere. The only one left here is the Disruptor, and he is gonna be fine as well, or he should be anyway. He doesn't have a TP scroll, but I do think that the Dire already thinks that he's out. And wow, that was such a good fight for the Dire team. I mean, for the Radiant team, they didn't get anything in return, like no tier 2 tower. Well, you can argue that they got a buyback in return from the Brewmaster. So that is something that they definitely got that's in favor of them. But they got the Morphling and the Brewmaster dead in like one hit. I mean, really. Was Morphling morphed into that much agility? Oh yeah, there we go. That is why we see that he only has 1 strength left. Well, a bit more, but yeah, he's morphed into his agility. He's only got 750 HP. That is why he died so fast. And there goes the career. Did he have something when he died? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He had an Ogre Club, as well as a Magic Wand recipe, which is not that important. But oh well. Morphling gonna try to find something with his Ethereal Blade. Probably. Disruptor will die from it, I think. He moves into his Replicate. Gonna continue farming on the bottom lane. No Ethereal Blade fun for him. Venomancer by himself in this top lane. Seemingly okay by himself though. Looks like the Radiant side is a bit afraid to go in, and I'm thinking he might be just bait. Illusion Roof for the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage who picked up a Ultimate Orb is gonna go for Manspell, most likely gets a Malefice in the face. It's gonna get forced to blink away. Oh, they know he's still there. There goes the trees. There goes the blink here from the Brewmaster, probably. Oh, where did he go? Where did he go? He blinked and TP's out. Smart choice. Morphling not able to get him anymore. There was a lot of support coming out, but not enough to, not fast enough anyway to stop him from TPing out. There's already a counter ward there, so they will see it and they will remove it when they have the chance. Vacuum and Tornado thinking there might be someone there. There will be someone there shortly though, with Brewmaster and Sand King in the jungle. Gonna find the Shadow Shaman as well as the Darkseer if they continue going. The Nigma on his way too. Nigma does have his Black Hole, does have his BKB. Morphling just happily farming, but the illusion of Morphling is close by. 4 heroes. Oh, they want to go for that Primal Split. Not going to happen. Breaking him into the kinetic field again. Brewmaster, no splitters yet. Getting shackled. Burrow Strike. The split happens just in time. Epicenter there as well. Darkseer still alive, but not for long. Deafening blast going through as the Shadow Shaman goes down. Brewmaster picking up the Disruptor kill. And the Darkseer actually staying alive, able to TP out there. The Shadow Shaman, Invoker, and Disruptor going down. And I can't believe Brewmaster stayed alive on 80 HP before he was able to split. Mechanism will keep him alive for now. 2300 gold up on him. And they might use this as an opportunity to push down on the tier 3 tower. I mean, Black Hole wasn't even used. Pause. Oh, damn it. Pause happens every time. Darkseer, 1k gold. Can't buy back just yet. Just gonna put this one up. I see most buybacks available on the Dire side. No, Anti-Mage can buy back. Might be useful. Anti-Mage's got 2k gold, is still farming. Doesn't have a TP, but is close to the secret shop. Would be able to buy a TP if he really wants to. Fortification is already forced out. Ethereal Blade will finish off Darkseer. Very fast. Burrow Strike, blink on someone, but is not hitting anybody anymore. Puts himself into a sandstorm. It's gonna be the Darkseer roll that got some illusions going, but there's not enough to deal with the pushing that happens. Oh, wow. EMP hits on nothing. Darkseer still kills out the Venomancer though inside the kinetic field, and that is this guy. The Morphling illusion is just so powerful. Tower will still drop from the siege creep, actually deny from the Invoker. But that's a tier 3 tower gone, and next time they push in, they will be able to catch out at barracks. Shackle will meet them on the Sand King, but he will be able to blink / Burrow Strike away, so he should be fine. In the meantime, Anti-Mage didn't get to continue his push on the tower and actually just went to the jungle. Let's take a look at his gold per minute. It's already 413 gold per minute as he's almost completed his Manta style. And well, now he has it actually. And he is picking up gold. I mean, he is picking up gold like a madman, and he's now picking up on the farm that the Morphling has. If it's gonna be enough, we'll find out. But I have to say, Anti-Mage can do this. We have seen Anti-Mage do this before, so this is far from over. Just want to point it out because it seems heavily in favor of the Dire team, and actually if you look at the graphs, it is heavily in favor of the Dire team indeed. 10k experience, 12k gold, which is just a lot. It's just a lot, but if they can keep it even from now on, and the Anti-Mage is able to turn some team fights around, they will be able to turn the tables, turn the tides. The only thing is, which is still counting, is that is Anti-Mage going to be joining fights in time? Or are there going to be barracks already down when he decides to join, when he thinks he's ready to join? That is going to be the case. It's going to be the question. We'll find out though as we see the fake Enigma looking for someone to kill. Gonna find the Anti-Mage, and this is the Morphling though. He knows that Anti-Mage is not even doing anything there. And it's gonna be Roshan being attempted once again by the Dire team, as I don't think they're gonna get contested with that. And Morphling will be able to pick up the Aegis once again. Should he die, he won't be dead for long, only for a couple of seconds. As he also picked up a Yasha, he's also going to go for Manta style, most likely. And actually the ward's still standing here, even though the counter ward was there earlier. But, you know, they don't care. They don't need vision. They don't need to counter the vision of the Radiant team, at least not in their opinion. Darkseer picked up a point booster, which is a good thing. I mean, he is going to go for an Aghanims. That's what getting a point booster does. And picking up that Aghanims, I mean, we saw that earlier. We saw Venomancer going down to the illusion of the Morphling. And if he can get some more illusions of Morphlings or of Brewmasters, that is just so much damage. You really should not underestimate the illusions of those carries that are there. Oh wow, nice microing. The illusions of the carries that are there for the Dire team, and that can hurt them really much, because normally you leave the illusions alone and you kind of focus on the heroes, but that could mean kills for the Dire team. Oh, there's your net worth. That might be more fun to look at, by the way. I know a lot of you people want to watch the net worth rather than anything else. 4 staff up on the Venomancer. We'll stage him this time though. We will see. It looks like no, it doesn't look like that. Never mind. I was gonna say it looks like they're gonna pressure in, but they don't seem ready just yet. They do have the Brewmaster ultimate again. They have the Black Hole once again. They even have a haste rune up on the Enigma. who has cleared out some trees. And Enigma... he cleared out some trees to... no, never mind, I don't know why. Picked up a blink dagger though. That might be what they're waiting for. We see everybody of Monkeybusiness being forced into the base. They're afraid to go out. The only one that's out is the Antimage, and Antimage is just happily farming.
What happened?
Not there. Not there. Oh, the fake... he's even being very careful farming. He's letting his illusions farm. And now he's gonna continue farming, because they're all missing from the map. Their team is missing from the map, and they don't want to get caught out. Because getting caught out now might mean a barracks, and you don't want that. Obviously. It should make sense, right? There's the Blink Dagger in his inventory. Blink Dagger on the Sand King also, we already saw that. So 2 initiators. This Morphling pretty farmed, 10k gold, oh sorry, 10k, 1k gold already. As soon as there's a hint of a team fight, I'll put up the buybacks again, because that's going to be the case. That's going to be very important for Monkeybusiness. If they have buybacks, they're probably able to keep their barracks. If they don't have buybacks, then they won't. 2-minute pause. I think that's good. Can drink more. And take a look at this in the meantime. Still 4k gold difference on the Antimage compared to the Morphling. As in total gold earned. But then again, it's gold per minute, 435. I mean, it seems like a moment ago that I just called it 288. Morphling's still higher though, almost 560. And that is also because he's been getting those kills. I mean, take a look at that. 12 for 2. He's having a good time. And 12 is actually the total amount of kills that's been done on the Dire side. Sorry, on the Radiant side. So he has by himself the same amount as all of the others combined. And it's been Darkseer that's actually been getting most of the kills on the Radiant side. Quite surprising. He died 8 times also. Which is actually quite a lot. But we saw him die 3 times, 2 times in a row on the top lane before even the 2-minute mark, I believe. I mean, he got caught out twice. At the same position, same situation. And yeah, that's not really good for a Darkseer to have. That's why you go for a Surge rather than your Iron Shell as the first one to go off. Even though I'm not sure if it would have saved him. Maybe. Gale lasts a long time though, that's slow. We'll find out. Last hits on the Antimage, 223. With Morphling having less even, Morphling 205, but Morphling has been farming heroes rather than creeps. I don't blame him for that. Disruptor, who's been in 10 kills out of the 12, quite impressive, and has only managed to pick up 1 last hit, which is actually good, because, you know, he's the support. He should let other people pick up his last hits, not just him. So a good one for that. Experience graph. But sure, I think I've shown you. Oh, we can check out this graph, because you probably want to see that. Short overview of who has what, as I'm going to take more cities. They actually have 3 Blink Daggers up on the Dire side. Initiation country. And for the people tuning in, this is for BL Cup, number 10. We are in a round 4 match, and we're going to try to see if we can complete all the rounds today. There are 7 rounds in total before we make it to the finals. Finals, which is actually best out of 3, and we might, if we don't make it before the end of the day, the finals, or maybe even the semi-finals, depending on how far we get, is going to be at Tuesday, on Tuesday. So don't worry. There's going to be plenty of Dota for tonight, and maybe even for Tuesday. And the reason it's Tuesday, not Monday, is because Monday you can already watch EG versus Fnatic in a best out of 5 show match to celebrate the anniversary of Raid Call. I'm not sure how much anniversary. I was gonna say 100, but that seems so long. Probably is not 100. 25? 10? I don't know. It's a good thing I'm not casting that, otherwise I should have known. It will be casted by Toby, by the way, in case you're interested. Which you probably are, because it should be some good matches. And there hasn't been that much Dota to watch after TI2. I want to watch as much Dota as we can, right? That's why there were a lot of people watching the World Cyber Games this morning, Asian Championships. And by the way, if you missed anything, I mean, I collect all my casts on YouTube, but if you go to ghostgamers.net/replays, or sorry, /Dota2/replays. All casts are listed there, as in all games that are, I mean, not just from Ghost of Gamers caster, but also the ones from Toby, the ones from LD and Lumi, the ones from everybody, basically. Everybody that casts competitive matches has got VODs on there. All matches that you might want to watch has got VODs on there. And there's even this system where there's a recommended replay, so if you miss like a great game and you don't know which one it was, there is a recommended replay and you can just watch those. You can only watch the most important matches that are definitely worth watching. So you can skip all the stomps and stuff. So definitely go check that one out. If you're you know, if you don't have any Dota to watch and you want to watch Dota, you can watch it there. In the meantime, sorry, I will let you see some more stuff. I mean, we see an unpause. Go. And it looks like we're going. Well, that was a fast 2 minutes. Or was it? Seemed like it was fast. Seemed like it was fast indeed. And 2H picked up a vitality boost. He's probably gonna go for a heart because he wants to be able to stay alive versus all the damage that's gonna come out from the Morphling. Is it gonna be in time though? It looks like pressure is gonna come on again. There is a Brewmaster ulti, there is a black hole, there's blinks everywhere. Is it looking to be a team fight in the making? Replay being collected. Eidolons there. They're just gonna say either we take a tier 3 or you can team fight us. Ethereal Blade, whoa, Invoker being very low, has to already go back to his fountain to heal up. Black Hole on the Anti-Mage, worth it though, only one, but who cares, it is the Anti-Mage. Burrow Strike, Epicenter, Anti-Mage goes down, Morphling picking up the kill. In the meantime though, Disruptor managed to get in a nice kinetic field and a Static Storm, as it was not enough. At least Sandkin goes down because of that. But look at that damage being done, and that is a team wide. Brewmaster double kill, Morphling triple kill, and that is the 2 carries doing their job, and that will mean probably barracks for the Dire team. Darkseer Wall was there, but I don't see any illusions back up anymore. I mean, the black hole was there to have the first one, and the GG is actually called. Well, the GG was called, so it is gonna mean that it is gonna be the Dire team, and it's gonna be the team that we saw earlier today as well. Maphack Slayers will be making it on to the next round. And we'll wait until we see the throne fall so we can show you the end screen. Just in case there's something that you didn't wanna, you missed in the time that that 2-minute pause where I had all the stats up and stuff. In case there's something there, you can see it there. And of course, after this match, we'll see more Dota 2 because, like I said, it was only around 4 matches, and there's gonna be 7 rounds, and that is a lot of rounds. And there were a lot of teams in this. There were actually in total 128 seeds needed to fit in all the teams. Okay, there were some walkovers, as in some slots not filled off. But there's a lot of teams, and I have linked the brackets before. I will link it again in the break so you see which teams are there and which teams are still in. Brewmaster is in a lot of trouble here though. Anti-Mage is still trying to do something, but gets a Malefice on the face. Ethereal Blade pops up on the Morphling in the meantime. There's something, they just want to go for mega creeps. Who cares about fountains? It's only Darkseer that disconnected so far. Oh wow. Morphling killing off the Disruptor. Wants to go for more, kills off the Anti-Mage. Wants to go for more, is it gonna kill off the Darkseer who doesn't have a controller anymore? Wants to kill off the Invoker. BKB up on the Enigma, but he doesn't have a black hole anymore. Morphling still staying alive, reforming into strength. Wanting to go for the Invoker but can't do it because he is invisible. Darkseer still alive in the meantime. Invoker, what are you doing there, Sonny? Gets a monster kill, that is what he's doing. Gets the ultra kill. Oh no, ultra kill? Oh, it's just a double kill? Really? That's a shame. And there goes the last barracks, so that will mean mega creep, so that will mean that we'll see this tower falling down because Brewmaster uses split to just push down this tower. Tier 4 tower, first one to drop. Mega creeps for the Dire side. GG was already called, but now it's just called for real, because, you know, because it's possible. And yeah, there goes the throne. Goes down fairly fast. Oh, I don't know yet which game is going to be up next. Maybe we'll find ourselves another game with Garage Gaming that has, of course, then the NS in there, as well as Kebab, I've been told, which we didn't know yet, but actually the cool story bear was actually Kebab. They played the Enigma on that one, if you remember. Yeah, there goes the throne. We'll see which match we're going to get up next, and I will link you the brackets once again in the chat, because you want to see which teams are in there still, or at least I hope you do. Here's at least first the end screen for a while. Wow, that net worth of the morphling is just insane. Oh, that's why. Picked up a rapier because he could. Because he could. Sorry, I still have a cold. Anyway, there we go. That's been enough. He didn't have a rapier yet earlier because otherwise we would have seen it. He just bought it now. So just saying. Here we go.